What's up, everybody? This is Matt with Bay Area Beer Company, and you're tuning in to Scruff Enuff, episode dose. I have a pretty awesome show for you tonight. It's kind of like my introductory interview, if you will. I don't think of anybody else that I'd want to do it with. This couple has been a very, very big part of Bay Area Beer Company, a lot bigger than you know. You will find out more shortly.
They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now.
Well, again, welcome back. I'm Matt. I'll probably say my name like 10 more times before I get comfortable tonight. So it's everything's a learning curve. Episode 1 and 2. Did an outside show last week with JP when we released fresh. So happy you came back for episode 2 and have a really, really exciting couple for you guys. Welcome Liz and Dan Kranz from Collie Creek Candles.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Hey guys, how you doing? Oh,
Great.
you're very, very welcome. At least I could do. It might be awkward for a few minutes until we get into it. I'm not used to being the host of this stuff.
That's okay. We're not used to being the guest.
Yeah. So if anybody knows, I know Dan is basically the unofficial ambassador of Bay Area Beer Company. Everything he gets, I think he likes. I don't know if he's
about 99%.
99%. Yes, he's not shy about telling me what he doesn't like. And he also gives me Liz's top 5 on the regular, which is awesome. Which, the wife has to like it. It has to be wife approved. So I'm very thankful that I have you guys in my life, and it's been probably a couple of years now, and I think you may have single-handedly kept Bay Area Beer Company running. So, welcome. I thought I'd probably give some shout-outs here to that metal guy for stopping in.
Hello.
Russ is a Tampa guy. I think who else has stopped in thus far. But there will be a giveaway later for a couple items. So if you guys want to share this live stream out, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. We say us, I mean me, but then so that we can do this again. But without further ado, Liz and Dan, maybe tell everyone a little bit about yourselves and your background.
Go ahead, you start.
Sure. So, I guess I got introduced to Matt's products when Dan started buying beard stuff, and like a lot of the fragrance oils or the beard oils smelled so good. I'm like, hey, can you buy me one of those bottles? And so he would buy me extra bottles so I could put into my my little tea light warmer that I would put water in, and I put a couple of drops of the beard oil in it, and it made the room smell good. So that's probably what prompted me to start the candle business. But there's a lot of things that maybe prompted that, but certainly that was one of the top 3 reasons that I did. So Midwest, always lived in the Mitten State. We point to where we live on our hands.
Where are you at? Where are you located in? I believe it's hard for me as a Ohio boy growing up to say the state name, but in Michigan.
Your sports.
I know. Your sports teams. Oof, man, rivalry. Ooh,
Not great. recently. Yeah.
She actually knows more about sports than I do.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
A little bit. Not, a little bit. So we are actually probably 20 minutes away from the MSU campus. So we are in a little teeny tiny town called Dansville. It's on the bottom of all of our products.
We don't even have a stoplight.
Yeah, our town doesn't have a stoplight.
You can just drive right through it without slowing down.
We have to do
So-
Yeah, okay. You got to slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Is there an issue with any type of like, so if there's no stoplights, I mean, less police officers, do you have a problem with like, you get away with a little more, or is it kind of,
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
We're in farm country.
We're the blink and miss it town.
Yeah.
You can drive through it and you blink, you miss the whole town.
We have one restaurant, gas station.
Yeah. It's not a restaurant, it's a bar.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a bar.
The Wooden Nickel. You know, gotta go to the Wooden Nickel.
is there currently more beard products than residents in Dansville?
In our house?
Yes, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
When I start
Yeah,
building cabinets for your products, I'm in trouble.
I just realized that, yeah, your name is Dan and you're in Dansville.
Yeah.
That is not a bad joke, but it's been 2 years. I just picked up on that. Printed out many a label. So what you mentioned, number one, what would be another inspiration to start, why candles, primarily, of course, and get into some other products, but primarily candles, but then also why, what would be the inspiration?
So I've lost more than my fair share of dogs over the years, right? Either when I was a kid, they would get hit by a car or die of old age, or now that I'm an adult and own dogs, we have to see them over the Rainbow Bridge. So to make this really sad story a happy story, I wanted to give people something that they could give to other people or buy for themselves if they lost their pet. And it could be a horse, could be a pig, could be a cat or a dog. But I thought there's nothing that there's just for pet owners when they lose their pet. The vet's office might give you a paw print thing or something, but the grieving over a pet takes a long time. And, having lost a pet, 5 years ago, it still stings. And so I wanted to give a product to somebody or make a product that someone could have in their house and burn it and help them go through their grieving process. And maybe by the time that they got to the end of the candle, they were, maybe a little less, full of grief. And so that's why we did the candle company, so I could do a Beyond the Rainbow Bridge candle, because I thought that would be something that folks could really enjoy. And it's actually been a great seller. We do it as and unfortunately it's a great seller, I should say that, because that means someone out there is grieving a pet. But we do it as a direct ship to the gifty, as well as, we can ship it to whoever purchased it, and they wanted to send it themselves. But so that was probably the biggest reason to do it. Was there, I just didn't find anything out there for people like me that are only a pet parent. We don't have kids, so lots of rent-a-kids, couple of nephews, but
we do spoil a lot of kids in our
we
lives.
spoil a lot of kids and a lot of dogs too. But there's stuff for people. There's not stuff for people that are grieving a pet. So we understand that, and so we wanted to give back.
And you could spoil kids with dogs too. It's like you can get back. So you do currently have how many dogs? Two.
Two collies.
Two collies. Okay. So I mean, I've heard. So are all of the wax melts slash candles, room sprays, are they based off very specific? Are they like past collies or current? Or are some of the names? They're really awesome. I'm a fan of puns, and dogs. So these really, all of these are great. It's like one of the names is escape artist. So are they?
That's our
You
Chow Chow. We had a Chow
okay?
Chow. One of our first. That was our first dog.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so this is not about a current dog, but this is a memory
Yep.
that you touched on from a past pet.
yep.
Okay.
No matter
Um,
how anywhere we went, you could probably have a harness, any kind of a leash or anything. She's gone. Slip
Gone.
it and take off.
Yeah. Had a Labrador would dig a hole under the fence, and then now not so much. But yeah, I think and what's really great about these is everyone can relate to that. If anyone has had a dog that you couldn't leave unattended unless it was leashed up, I would say, not chained, but or a collar on, it would take off no matter how well it was treated. So I know that the scents, the names, the brand is extremely relatable to anyone who has a pet, who has had a pet, loves dogs especially. I'm not a cat person. I don't know if that's something
Neither
you would
way.
do, but
Kind of allergic to them.
allergic. But it's a phenomenal brand for people that do emotionally connect with animals most. And I'm one. I currently am kind of like a stepfather to 2 dogs, but I have my own. I've always loved animals. So um,
Because even
yes,
though, go on.
no,
Even the brand on the top is a side view of Sherlock, our current collie.
okay, yes, the branding is beautiful too. Literal branding.
Yep.
Yeah.
I smell like I've been burning trees down in my barn when I'm burning them.
Yes. Yeah, that's an amazing side profile, minimalist, great for apparel. Wink, wink. If you guys ever thought about it, fantastic.
Well,
So
I have a lot of apparel,
He
but
has
it's
a
just
lot of
not.
apparel, but
he does. He has plenty of apparel too. What's up, Daniel? Mr. Lugo, how's it going? Chris, how's it going? Speaking of dad jokes, yes, Cooper. Cooper has video bombed plenty of the beach talks. He wanted to make an appearance tonight, but he's got to be put in a room because he's wants too much attention.
That's where ours are. Ours are hid away, so you can't even hear them.
Yeah, no. Or they will
Otherwise,
want to
you
know
hear a
what's going
lifesaver toy going by, squeaking.
on. Wayne actually wants to know: do you guys do wax melts or just candles?
Yep.
absolutely, yeah. We have a lot of different flavors. Oh, I'm showing God today. I don't know if it's backwards or not, but smells like birthday cake. So great for yeah, exactly. Matt's got one.
And we're working on something new too. We just got it in. We're gonna work on it this weekend.
Yeah, so we're gonna do pink Himalayan salts that are fragranced, just like a wax melt. So you put it in your warmer, you warm it up the same way you would do a wax melt, only
Salt.
it's just salt.
Yeah.
So like a
Favorite.
salt warmer, not a wax
Yep.
melt warmer.
Yeah. So we're gonna
Yeah.
test it. Who knows?
Yeah, no
Right?
one puts Cooper in the corner. Yeah, sorry. He is an escape artist, literally. I always tell people it's like Planet of the Apes around here because he can open a door. He can
Oh, yeah, we got
Yeah.
those.
Our Pepsi
yeah,
used to do
open.
that.
Yeah, I had to switch the front door to a round knob because he presses
Yep.
down and takes off.
Oh,
So but they're fun. So so you currently have candles, wax
Yep.
melts.
Yep.
What else?
We have a line of room sprays in 2 different sizes that are totally fun.
As you're moving around,
um,
you've got the balm.
Oh yeah, we have a paw balm that was recently reviewed by an animal behaviorist out of Washington State. She did a really nice review of our paw balm. We can't say that it cures anything, but I will tell you, if you are in the Midwest and get those little winter cuts on your fingers and you use it within 3 days, those little cuts are gone. So that's an amazing new
And
product.
so great for the toe beans on dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
We learned something. I never heard of them called toe beans before.
Yep, they I guess look like small little beans, on the bottom of their feet. But yeah, you know that. What would be some ingredients in the actual, I guess, the paw balm that you guys currently like to, I guess, maybe showcase?
Yeah. So we've only tested it on humans. Several people have put it on their pets already and have great success because we used botanical infused jojoba oil. So it's infused with rose, it's infused with chamomile, it's infused with lavender.
Rose.
Yeah, I
You
said
said- oh, I'm
rose.
sorry.
Basically anything that a dog or a cat could lick, because cats are allergic to calendula. So we chose not to use calendula infusion at all. And other than that, it's pretty much the typical products that you would find in one of Matt's beard balms. It's got the beeswax in it, and to harden it up, and a little vitamin E to give it a little extra moisture and some longevity. But yeah, it doesn't have a fragrance, and it can be used on humans or pets.
Actually, fun to make.
Yeah, it is watching it solidify. But I did let my dogs use it as well. There is some initial licking, obviously, with all dogs, but they stopped after a while, and it worked great on their paws.
Yeah.
That's how we get one of our dogs
after a few days.
off the bed.
Yeah, Sherlock doesn't like the if I get the tin out and twist it now, he'll be like, "Okay, you can have your spot on the bed. I yield."
Yes, I think they need like maybe a repellent, some pet repellent, like for like if they're either chewing or maybe getting into the trash can. Cooper. So yeah, I mean, I think especially for pets, the ideas are limitless. My personal favorites, I think I have here with me. Actually, I don't have my other one. Psychic Squirrel. It's probably my personal favorite so far. Even though it's not fall, it's more of a fall scent, but it's amazing. Even in the spring. That's the first one I used. Made the home smell incredible. It's probably my favorite one. And the second one being Florida Beach Dog. Probably my other one. But you guys just actually released a new candle.
Yeah. So
if you want to tell everyone about that.
And you have a special lid.
Yes, we did a special lid just for our faithful companion Muse.
Yeah.
So that we're calling it rumberry, like a woodsy rumberry. But basically, the backstory on that one is Matt came out with flats. I'm sure y'all should have bought it, and if you hadn't bought it, you better get your hands on it before he runs out of it, because flats is the bomb. So we loved it so much because we both love strawberries, and we actually had our Chow Chow. She would go to the strawberry patch and pick them off the vine for us. Well, she would eat them. Yeah. She wouldn't give them back. But so Matt's was our muse for faithful companion. Because Matt is a man of faith, and he has been a great mentor to me as I've launched my business. Because anytime I had a Shopify question, like it didn't matter if it was 11 o'clock at night, Matt would be like, "Oh yeah, here's how you do that." And I deeply appreciated that. So when we figured out kind of what the scent profile of the candle was, or the Matt's of flats was, we knew we had to make a candle. So we have a candle, wax melts, and a room spray. And we're actually running a special that started 20 minutes ago. If you use the code Scruff Enuff at checkout, you will save 10% on any faithful companion product that we carry. So Matt is our living muse for this, and so we couldn't think of a better a better guy to say thank you for being an inspiration and such a great friend.
Well, I mean, we could end the show right there if you wanted to. We can give anybody else any idea about me, but if anyone knows about Dan, really no. I don't think too many people know about Dan and and yourself allowing Dan to do what he does. Has meant
That's
to Bay Area
privilege.
Beard Company. Yes.
Matt, that was reason number 2 why I started the Collie Creek Candles, to pay for his Bay Area Beard Company addiction.
I'm slowly trying to give it. Say not pay it forward. Is it like pay it in reverse if it's coming back? Is that different?
Yeah, you're doing a great job of that.
But
I buy every scent that comes out, even if I know I might not like it. I just want to try it.
Yeah,
and I'm surprised a lot of times, like going.
It being so trusting, even though there probably have only been maybe a couple that you've not really enjoyed, but Dan supports every scent, every release. How's it going, Mark? Thanks for tuning in, brother. And I think since probably 2020, I know you have those stats.
Yeah, we did it in May.
What was it May of?
Oh, May 14th of 21. He bought Drip and a beard wash, and
I don't remember the name. It's the one. It's kind of your Hawaiian one. It kind of has grape in it. It has a. Oh my God, what is that?
Tarshish.
I think so. Your names are so hard for me.
Listen, I try and pick some easy Hebrew into the names. I think Tarshish is just I think it's an area out of Spain. So it's kind of where some I think there's the ships of Tarshish. So it's supposed to be like a kind of like a Spanish aquatic type of scent. And I think from then on it was just kind of went off the wire from there, and you've supported every scent that I've had or released, and you're normally the first one upon release.
I even give him his gift.
Yeah, Damien's beat you a couple times, but other than
really?
that,
I'm like, that last Christmas thing, I went wild.
Yeah. If I offer a sale, I mean, shut it down, because it's before I didn't soaps. Yeah. When I think I make enough, I find out that I haven't made enough. So
yeah, I even got my brother and his husband involved in it. I just found out today they loved everything I gave them.
That's
he
good.
Just got the beard wash today,
and that even better, because I know that if you're picking it for him, it's a little different. So your taste has to translate, to your brother. But it's been a couple of years now, and I really can't thank you enough for everything that you've done and all the support. And if anyone knows, Dan's not a beard reviewer. He doesn't have a beard channel. He doesn't do it for likes. He doesn't do it, he doesn't promote. He does not have an affiliate code. And it's from day one, it's been nothing but support. And I even tried to give him one, and he's like, I don't want it.
I'm not a joiner.
Yeah. And shout out to everyone that is an affiliate, especially because everyone that is already enjoys the products, and I know that you do too. So if I was going to do an interview, and I know that you and Liz have had Collie Creek Candles now since, I think, was it December?
So we officially launched on Martin Luther King Day on this year.
Okay.
We've been testing candles since January of 21, or no, 22. What year is this?
22.
22. So we've tested a whole year before we even launched.
And so, yeah, you were in it for a while before you actually did release the website. I know that you like me, you didn't wait as long as I did, but you that you were definitely asking questions, and you had some hang-ups and some things that you were concerned about or didn't know how to do or what to do. But you got through it really quickly, a whole lot better than I did. So I don't know why I was
I had
kind of like the go-to. And if you haven't, make sure you follow Collie Creek Candles on Instagram. It's Collie Creek Can. It's a little shortened. But if you're watching, make sure you go and follow them. Their presentation is absolutely fabulous from somebody who has great presentation. Theirs is amazing. The packaging is even better when it's packed specifically. So when you open it up, you really feel like you're getting it feels like an award.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My goal is
Feels
just to
like
make sure they end up there in one piece. You used to see us
It is.
shaking the package. Oh, nope, that's not good enough. Well, I'm sorry, I'm yelling.
Well, you're
No,
yelling.
yeah, it's hope I'm not yelling too. This is
No,
I have a new
I have a
microphone.
tendency to yell.
he comes from a loud family. He
Yeah.
yells just to be heard. It's great.
It's something that you probably do like on I guess like on Bluetooth in the car. Or like when you're on speakerphone, do you feel like you have to yell even like it's like the opposite? Yeah,
Right.
I do. But again, I mean, there's 10 people watching. Would you like to do a giveaway? Is anybody interested in
Yeah.
trying
One
some of the
giveaway
wax
for that.
melts?
Sure.
Yeah.
Are we doing this one? You want to do this one package?
Or one.
Sure.
How do you want to do it?
Just do one package. I thought that'd be great.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
actually,
enough.
just
Actually, Matt bought this for you guys. So
yes. So I am sponsoring, I guess, if you will, this giveaway. If I can say there's 11. So you guys in the private chat, you can go ahead and pick the number between 1 and 11.
All right.
And when I say go, I'll type go in the comments. And when you guys see that, you'll just between 1 and 11. I have sponsored 6 separate clamshell packs of the wax melts. And you guys have what else to add to that?
we also, you can go ahead.
So we are going to give away our 8-ounce Faithful Companion candle in your choice of pink or frosted. So we have them in pink. I don't know if there's any ladies that are watching
I like pink.
or guys that like pink.
Yeah,
so
I
we're
wear
gonna
pink
do that.
sometimes.
We're going to do room 3.
Yeah, and we're going to do a 4. This is, we don't have the labels done yet, but they will before they ship. But a 4-ounce room spray for Faithful Companion as well.
We make all the labels in house, so it's kind of easy. We just print them off.
Yeah, that's actually beautiful too, that you guys can I outsource that, but it's something that you guys do and in-house is even better. Homemade, handcrafted, in-house. So but yeah, I'll go ahead and enter. So you in the private chat, I have a number, and let me go ahead and type go, and then you guys can
Oh, this doesn't feel right. I'm not playing.
He wants to play. You can't play.
yeah.
See, I did it almost last week when you gave away the beard wash. I almost didn't play because I'm like going, I already have one, but my brother doesn't have one. So I'm over there typing fast as I can.
I was like, you had already purchased it as soon as the show dropped too.
I have to be the first. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, I love seeing that. It never fails.
And you never tell me when you're dropping stuff. I just figured, oh, it's gonna be around noon today.
This is why the show is well, Chris actually is our winner. Chris Perez.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Chris.
You are a winner. Congratulations. You have yourself some good stuff. There's a different wax melter every day. And hey, all right, we're gonna let Dan, you save the curse words for your show, for yours.
I've been monitoring myself. I've been really good so far. I swore once talking to Matt. Matt goes, "You swear?" I'm like going, Yeah, I just don't do it when I'm typing because it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, you don't get the emotion inflection in that very much, probably.
And usually people can't tell when I'm joking or not, so I try to be more careful.
Yeah, it's tough over text. This one's in a bad mood, and you're texting them something. It's But Scott, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys having me on again last night. So, yeah, thank you very much. If everybody's wondering too, Judah is live at biblicalbeard.com. So, and
Let's
this
talk about
gentleman
that.
already has it. Yep, he already has it, and I'd say that if you'd
I actually
like
love
to
it.
say a few words about it, you're welcome.
Well, I received it on Monday, so Monday night, as soon as I got out of the shower, I threw it in, and it starts out with this nice, like, light tea, but then it starts getting a little darker after about 10 minutes. At first, I'm like, I like it, but by the third day I used it, I fell in love with it. I just started using it. I've used it every day since Monday. I normally don't do that with a beard product. I like trying different scents. I don't usually wear the same product. I clean twice a day, so I usually put in something different every time. But Matt
Liz,
was
how do you
very nice.
no, yeah, you thought you were like, I'm gonna get to purchase it early, and I was like, no, you're not gonna get to purchase it early.
It just showed up. You want to believe it or not? I
Yeah.
was worried you weren't going to send me the sticker.
Oh, that's what you wanted. You wanted the sticker. It's count towards. I'm still working on a giveaway probably for everyone that completes it. So, we'll count it. We will count the sticker.
Because when it showed up, I'm like, going, okay, I love this product. Okay, sticker. Because having a blank spot on that 12-day thing, I couldn't do it. So I'm going to have to draw a face or something. Or
Liz, how do you feel about his? I guess we can
obsession?
call it a hat at this point. And do you have any favorites?
There are a couple of favorites.
Your Fruit Loops.
Yes, I really like the Fruit Loop one. Forgive me, I don't know what it's called, but that one smells really good. And I actually still have the oil in my box that he bought for me. And I really like Drip from like eons ago, it feels like, but that scent is just it's a memory. It's a scent memory for me.
And fresh.
Yeah. Oh, and fresh.
We like the sweeter scents and the fruit scents.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the odd one out of most people.
Well, and flats, of course. We have
Oh, flats. Yeah, I love flats.
Flats.
That's yeah. It's you might be single-handedly keeping the sweet foodie scents alive for sure.
Because your bestie one, I love that one. A little peanut butter, a little jelly in the beard. Bestie. Out of the three, that was
the besties. Yeah, that was tough to do that a second time doing the peanut butter Buckeye one that had peanut butter and chocolate. Being Ohio State Buckeye type thing, I thought maybe that'd be a good rendition. But to go back to peanut butter a second try is bold.
Because we're looking for a good peanut butter scent.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a good peanut butter, just plain old peanut butter, because I am a huge Lilo and Stitch fan. And Lilo fed Pudge, the fish, a peanut butter sandwich. So I'm looking for Pudge.
I can share some the peanut butter fragrances with you. It's there again. That's not. It's tough. You've worked with fragrances, for over a year. Thanks, Metal Guy. Thanks, Steven. Appreciate that. And so I think you know what works, what doesn't. You've kind of found a niche. Do you find you work with more complex scents that have a lot of notes in them, or do you prefer to work with scents that are more simple that you can combine?
We do it both ways, actually.
Yeah, a little both. Dan is my CFO, my chief fragrance officer.
Whatever you're smelling is usually it came from this brain.
Yeah,
I'm like a little mad scientist. I have like 1,000 bottles around me. I'm dipping things.
I mean, you have enough of mine where you can be like, okay, this is good, and then you could build off of that. And now I'm doing what you think that I'm an inspiration. Well, I've kind of I would snuck a peek at a couple of photos, and I've found a new fragrance company because of you guys.
I like it. We show you a giant bottle. You show me a little bottle. I'm like going, I wish we could buy in 1 ounce sections.
That is true. When you test, like when I test, I could, use smaller amounts. When you test, you have to make the product, let it cure, and then you don't even find out what's going to happen until after that process.
About
So
3
that has
weeks.
to be, yeah. And so you have to wait 3 weeks to know if you succeeded or not in creating something that will work. Not even if it smells good, really. Even if it'll throw right for candles. At least wearing it in something in beard, it's just right here. It's just in your face. But, um, depending on where a candle is at or a wax melt in the room, how far that scent or fragrance is going to throw is an even bigger deal.
Yeah. So I don't know, maybe a new fragrance for you could be Patience of Job.
What's the biggest challenge though with candles
Wicks.
and
Oh,
wax
God.
melts?
Wicks.
Wax melts are super
Wax
easy.
melts are easy.
Takes 2 days for them to cure. They're actually quite simple to make.
Candles is not pour some wax and some fragrance oil and stick a cotton wick in it. No, each candle has its own wick.
And
depending on the fragrance oil, they all burn differently.
And
it's
vanilla?
Crazy.
Oh my God. Vanilla, it does not like wicks. So if there's a vanilla scent in there, it depends on how much vanilla load it is. What kind of wick your wick's going to burn super hot, or it's going to not burn at all.
And you get to wait 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
You make another one.
Man, I have, and I believe we had this conversation too, but where I will test fragrances, just kind of 100% fragrance, and I'll wear them like it's cologne, maybe on the wrist or something, just to kind of smell what it does, like on the skin. If it burns, is there any irritation? So I do 100% fragrance. I wear it. I'm my own, animal to test with, and then okay, if that works, it smells good, the wafting, whatever. If it throws good, then I'll add it to carrier oils. And typically, what happens is, depending on and adding more doesn't necessarily mean scent strength. So I'll find out right away if the fragrances are going to disappear in the carrier oils or not. And you guys shared that with me too once, that happened to you.
Yeah.
And that was I'd say like a really connecting message to get, because you realize sometimes like what happens in the process.
Yeah.
And
unfortunately, you don't have to wait as long to figure that one out.
Yeah. And the hard part is your tester smells great. Candle smells great when it's your cold throw, but when you burn it, it's a totally different animal. And you're like going, you did all this work, you loved it so much, and now it does not smell like it's supposed to. And that's what frustrates me the most. I've spent, time, effort, and okay, drawing board again. We were back to square one.
What are some of the interesting things that you've learned over the process of making candles and wax melts that you didn't know when you started?
Oh my God.
Probably how hard it was.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be this hard.
And how much stuff you need.
Oh my gosh, you need a lot of stuff. Lots of little stuff. Like, who knew you need to put a thing in there to make the wick stay centered in your candle? Like, I buy candles all the time out of the store, and their wicks are just willy-nilly wherever. So I just thought that's how candles were. But no, if the wick gets too close to one edge of the jar, it could get too hot and bust the jar. It's not going to be a good candle. And that's what you got to do. You got to test everything. So.
And our first big purchase, we bought a big wax melter to make it a little bit easier. We went on the budget line, try to save a little bit. It lasted 1 week.
Oh, not good.
No,
No.
and the replacement came broken that we had to deal with. We finally just bit the bullet and bought a real nice melter. And you just once you realize
You get what you pay for.
ignore the price. You need, if you need this, it's a tool. It's like a mechanic. When you're buying a toolbox or tools, you buy what you need to do the job.
Yeah, you can minimize, I guess, the learning curve, and I guess that way you can invest more in the actual products of what you're going to be producing instead of like the research and development. And but at the same time, you find out that through your business growing and more purchases are being made, that people love the products, and so you want to continue to create more. So it's almost seems like a never-ending process, right? Of creating and researching, right?
And working with scents that you don't really care for. Because right now, today, I'm pulling up a leather one. I'm not the biggest leather guy. I like leather, leather in a car, leather jackets, cool, but not in. I don't like it in my beard. I don't like it really smelling it. So working with scents that you don't like is a little. We put it in a room that we go in there just to make sure it's smelling good.
So if Liz is the CEO and you're the CFO, do you guys butt heads on when you agree or disagree? Well, mostly disagree on maybe what type of fragrance should go in a candle, or like what the profile should be?
We don't argue very much.
Or is there, you guys see eye to eye on
Final say
Yeah, she gets final say. That's why I said we don't argue much.
So she has executive control.
Oh yeah, I will come up with something. That smells nice. What do you think? Nope. All right then. Don't even label it. Just goes right in the trash.
Yeah, that is I think the best part about the woman in my life is that if I'm liking something and I go, "What do you think?" Her face within a half a second will tell you whether or not she likes it.
Well, I don't get a say in
normally if they're
so I'm like, what you doing now? Oh, Matt's got a new release. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you see it when it pops up on your phone, like going, "Hey, Bay Area came across and purchased." She put it at work. She's like going, "Oh, Dan just bought something."
Yep. So when you, I guess, when you're, what makes you pick a certain fragrance? Are you looking at like the scientific data, or is it just really trial and error? You order something that you think would be interesting, and then you try it and use it, or is there any other type of information that you might use to pick a fragrance that
Well, I'm in a number of Facebook groups for candles, and so everybody's like, "Oh, what's your bestseller? Oh, what's your bestseller?" And then there are some suppliers that actually list what the bestseller is by state. And I don't know if they were looking at us as my receipts, because everything that I had just bought was listed under Michigan. So I'm like, oh, I think they're looking at my receipt. I don't know, but so a little bit of that, a little bit of when we did the best in show line that matched our dogs. So our six core signature fragrances really matched our dogs for a very specific reason. And all their stories are on our website, so you can read that. I'm not going to bore you with that, but the other fragrances are like, oh, well, let's buy from this company because they got this new release. And then when you get it after a week coming from long away, and it's like, oh, we waited a week for that. I can't take that one. So sometimes it's disappointing. Sometimes it's surprising.
Most of the tobacco scents are disappointing to me. I found one tobacco one I will release around Christmas time. Otherwise, I have not found one to met my standard yet. And I've tried probably 15 different ones.
Wow.
Since I smoke a pipe, I'm very familiar with like going, yeah, that doesn't smell like pipe tobacco. What are they doing?
Yes, I when I first started, I really actually tried to go in and see if they had like tobacco essential oil or something that would be a lot more natural than, because there's so many different tobaccos that in a fragrance that just doesn't really match up to the real thing, right? And you've gotten
I'm sorry.
No, you've gotten a few of mine, and so that, and you're very kind, but that it's not probably doesn't add up to your standards of being a pipe tobacco that you
Your
like to
Genesis,
smoke.
though, that was the closest. It smells just like I opened my humidor. I swear, because my humidor is filled with. I like aromatic cigars, so my things are usually infused cigars. So when you open it, you get a hit of coffee / spices and a lot of earthiness, and that's exactly your Genesis. When you put it on, first thing you get is like a fresh humidor. You just walk into a room, a humidor room.
Walk-in humidor.
Walk-in humidor. That's what I was looking for. And then the coffee kicks in for me, and it just kind of mellows out the tobacco. To me, that's the best tobacco one you have. But the Vicenta, I love that one. It's my date night when I wear out. Well, I shouldn't say date night. When I go out, I wear that one because my brother likes it. All of our friends. I get my beard sniffed a lot.
Yeah,
It
that's why we wear
creepy, but it's not.
it. What's up, Gary? Thanks for stopping in, man. Jays, how's it going, man? Yeah, I'm trying to get like you here, have a release show. Just JP's helping. He was on last week, so I appreciate you tuning in, man. It's good talking to you.
We can talk more about your new scent. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Everybody's gonna love
Yes.
this. I really like this one. This is a nice one.
All right, so we'll go. All right, well, I guess we could talk about me a little.
Please do. It's starting to make me sweat a little bit.
Yeah. You're like, I wore the shirt, Matt. Come on, let me loose. Dan's like,
you didn't ask what my favorite was. I have 3 favorites.
He wears these
He's
shirts
like,
all the time.
He's like, let me off the leash. All right, but before we transition, maybe at least a little bit, last 15, 20 minutes. So if there's some pictures, again, this is the Paul Bomb. Again, that's the in the black 2-ounce bomb. And if you notice, it does have, so that's not real wood on there, but they have a picture of the branded wood sticker on the tin. Fantastic.
And that is one of our dog's paw prints.
Yep. That psychic squirrel's paw print.
Yep. He was a big boy. He's our 100-pound collie.
Your candles actually come in, you said 4 and 8 ounces?
So no, the ones that are on screen, those are our 10-ounce that we haven't released yet. Those are up and coming. And we also have them in a blush color too. So for all those ladies in your life.
Multiple colors, frosted, black, white. And again, there's
my
multiple
faithful companion.
Again, I love the puns.
We have to use the nicknames of the dogs, of course.
Yes. The reed diffusers.
Yep.
And you didn't send me this one, so I stole it off your website. But this is the pedigree line across the pond. Again,
yep.
Believe it or not, I came up with that name because it's a pipe tobacco. You're gonna laugh.
Love it.
It's a Frogmorton across the pond. It's a British.
Love it. Yeah, pedigree line. You have the best in show line. And I think there's also the adoptable series, which again, all these scent profiles are fantastic. And when you melt them or burn them, they throw great. They're a fantastic product. If you have not seen it yet, I'll drop another banner here on screen. Follow Collie Creek Candles on Instagram. Or Collie Creek Candles, fullword.com.
And some of the sites we couldn't use the full name, so that's why we got Collie Creek Can. We like it because Collie Creek Can, they can do anything.
Yeah. Again, playing words. I mean, I'm a fan. So if you guys have any questions, you can reach out to them at Collie Creek Can on Instagram. Liz is great. Dan's okay, but
that's the way I like it.
I wanted to say thank you to all your affiliates that have been sending me Instagrams who've already been on liking our Instagram account and sharing reels and stuff with me through the launch of this live show. So
it means a lot to us. Advertising's our our hardest part for us because we don't promote ourselves, and this has to promote us and the products. It's harder for us. I like being in the background of things, and I like being a helper, not in the show.
Yeah, I tend to be normally like the quirky co-host, and who I'm more comfortable over text. But I, like, kind of doing this to get some more exposure, and I wanted to be able to offer that to you guys since you both have done so much for Bay Area Beard Company. So if I have the forum, because again, when I first started doing my first interview, I believe with Barbados Joe too. On his show on beard therapy. I think it was my very first one in February of 2020, I believe. Hard to believe it's been 3 years. But if I could do that as many times and be able to promote great people and great products too, then I'm glad that you guys could be my very first interview, if you will.
We're honored, truly.
And a little scared earlier.
Yeah, I'm still a little nervous.
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I saw your YouTube thing. We were on YouTube and I saw our logo, and I'm like sitting in bed, like going, I'm starting to sweat, and I think I'm having a panic attack at 2 o'clock in the morning. She's asleep, dog's asleep, and I'm like going, oh my god, I'm having a panic attack. Looking around, I'm by myself.
No tricks. It's I'm probably more nervous than you are. But a second reason I think you're all here, Judah, the 4th tribe of Israel from the Tribes of Israel series is out now. This is I guess probably the label itself for Judah. It's the 4th tribe of Israel. Sorry if we go into a teensy-wincy bit of Bible stuff, but Judah is the 4th born son of Jacob and Leah, and Judah who you would know would produce the people group we know as the Jews, and a couple of famous ones historically, I think, came from this tribe. But Dan, you have them all, and now you have the 4th one. Any thoughts on the new one?
I really like the new one,
or the series as a whole, if you'd like.
My favorite is January, is Reuben. That was my favorite. I really like the fruit in it. I wear that one the most. But this one's catching up to be the 2nd. So I really enjoy this one. Your March one, it was more clone-like. I'm not a clone person. But I could wear it. But I'm enjoying believe it or not, collecting the stickers, seeing how far we get. And I like the monthly thing. Once a month, there's a new scent coming out. And really excited. Especially your beard wash. You have not tried his beard wash. You have to. I've cleaned out my shower. I only have one beard wash in it now.
Yeah, he literally has 2 things in the shower.
Yeah.
your soap and your beard wash. That's it.
So do you have a problem like getting him out of the shower? And just
with
like
the new soap, she probably almost did. 3 days I went through your fresh soap. That's a little fast.
Yeah, it's tough to I just want to keep washing with it. But I mean, it's nice to have a groomed man in the house, right? His beard smells great. He uses, he washes it, which is kind of the stigma behind the beard, is that they're scientifically dirtier, right? But that's, picks up a whole lot more items than you would think they would. So it's good that you have a wash that you would enjoy using.
The 4th time he used your wash, his beard just fluffed right out, and it didn't feel like it. It just felt so nice. And I was like, "You're gonna put beard products in there?"
I almost didn't, but I want the scent, so I'm like, "Oh, I got to put this in."
Yeah, you have to. at least add a scent. I think that's why I want to do unscented. Again, I had the scented co-wash, lightly scented, but then, it didn't have too many scents of that. And that may be going away soon too, just to have a great, one-stop wash and conditioner, unscented, and then you can do whatever you want, with whatever fragrance companies, as far as oil, balms, butter after that. Typically, because a lot of guys like to put in butter, maybe in the evening before bed. So hate that we use like even a lightly scented co-wash that you'd be putting something else in on top of that.
I did notice with your beard wash, it takes about the 4th day, and it's like your beard just comes alive. If your beard's longer, it actually feels softer when your beard's longer. Monday, I cut half my beard off. I went back to a shorter beard for summer. And with the longer beard, you really notice it just got fluffy. It just went kind of crazy. My beard curled.
And do you normally have, Liz, what do you prefer? Shorter beard, longer beard?
No beard.
No beard.
No, so you're a no beard. Okay.
Yes.
No beard.
My brother's the one to blame for my beard.
Yeah. Have you
Wow.
ever met somebody that has a beard that just got a drink of water?
Oh, she hates that the most.
Their mustache is full of water. It's like, no.
I drink a lot of water, so it's like as soon as I can drink water, oh, I gotta kiss my wife. So I would go over there. She's like, "Come on."
He does that on purpose now.
Say it's okay when the dogs do it.
No, it's not good when they do it. Much as I love my dogs, no.
No, believe it or not, I grew a beard a couple years ago. I had it for about 3 months, but I didn't know about beard products. And my beard's really curly and the roots are kind of stiff. So it just made my beard itchy all the time. And I'm like, oh, I can't do this. So I shaved it off. My brother goes, "You look great in it." And we're out on a walk. And he goes, "You would definitely look good in beard again." So I grew a beard back. And he told me, he goes, "Just go online, buy some beard products." And that's how I found you guys. I just went.
How did you find, I guess, me?
In the beginning, I was watching, I don't very much anymore watch the beard talk and stuff like that. I really watched your Sunday show with the Beach Bum.
Nope,
Loved
Derek,
watching that. The only time I got bored is when you started talking about sports. I'm not sports kind of guy.
Yeah, I can transition.
But I found you guys, it was on YouTube. It took me, you probably noticed you had a Michigan fan showing up like 1,000 times over a month. Because at first when I was introduced to you, it said Bay Area Beard Company. But when I went to the site, it said Biblical Beards. I'm like, oh, I went to the wrong site. I got confused for a second. I'm like, oh, no, I'm back. Oh, I went back to the YouTube thing. It took me to here. Oh, so this must be it.
Yeah.
And I'm not religious, so I usually don't gravitate towards anybody promoting religion. So it took me, I had to know you a little bit to feel comfortable.
And
I mean, I would like to think that
you won me over.
Yeah, I would like to think it's probably more. I don't want to say really promote religion, even though that it's definitely part of me, part of the brand for sure, all day. So I need to go to the comments. Yeah. So I mean, I don't really try to promote that, but it is who I am. So it's definitely shared for sure.
And I'm learning a lot too. I don't know very much about religion, so I usually don't talk about it because I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to. My ignorance comes across as I'm being critical, and I don't want to be critical of somebody. So I just try to stay out of it.
Yeah, I think other than the and I trying to just to share that, like, regardless of what I believe to have, there's obviously a supernatural aspect to those beliefs. I do like sharing what I believe to be a historical and archaeological, maybe some truth in there about that, and I really not try and get too preachy or I not really include too many Bible verses. I'm a paraphraser. I like the fascinating stories and some of the connections and everything. So that's really what I like to try and share. If you gain nothing else, it's, it's like, oh, this is, I don't believe it, but it's pretty kind of cool, maybe, So that's what I try and do in the brand. I think that's why I started why you see Bay Area Beard Company, but then it's Biblical Beard Care and the website's different. So it's kind of, this is a hesitation for sure. So it's why you see the brand kind of be is split, even though the passion is biblical and spiritual. So, but I, again, you touched on it a couple of times, and it's short and sweet, but and I can't thank you enough for sharing your beliefs, but then also and still saying how much you enjoy supporting regardless. That's really heartwarming too. So,
and to show you my ignorance of it, your February scent, I don't remember the name. I actually, when I put it on my sticker, my chart, I put it upside down the first time because I have a hard time even reading it because one of the letters was correct upside down or not, and I stuck it on there. One of your ambassadors was showing his chart, and you're supposed to go from right to left or something. I think it was Dan's Beard was talking about that. I'm like going, I just looked at his thing. I'm like, going, my sticker is upside down. So I went in there, pulled it off slowly. I had tweezers, the little sticker thing, move in to flip it up right. I'm like, oh my God, it looks perfect. I panicked over that. I'm like going, I don't know why I panic over the little things. She's laughing at me.
Yeah, he's were you watching him kind of turn into a kid over that?
I was like, how did you get it upside down?
I'm like, I looked at when I read I have a hard time reading, but when I read something, I only see the middle of the letters. I don't see the beginning and the end. Mm-hmm. And so when a word that I don't even understand, it makes it even harder. And if I can't say it, most of the time I actually have to help me say it.
And technically, I think that those, it's kind of like a dual overlay on a wax seal. So again, that's where the brand is morphed. So you see the overlay, which is, I think, month 1 was like a ruby, month 2 was a topaz, month 3 was an emerald. I believe this month is turquoise. That's why you kind of see what looks to be like turquoise within a gold overlay. So, and even when putting on labels, sometimes I get confused. I will put the put the label on the bottle upside down because it all looks very uniform. So I've been there. I agree with you. Thank you, Mark. That means a lot too. Hopefully that everyone likes the fragrances and the scent profiles, but the carrier blend, I think, is the real star that hides that. It really is a fantastic blend.
Yeah, you're definitely my favorite company. I have like 4 other companies I kind of randomly buy from. Yours is when you come out with something, it's already in my cart and I already bought it without even hesitating.
That's because your product is so consistent.
Yeah, and I love the wooden tops. Your tops are a little Hawaiian theme. I love that.
Bamboo, yeah. The bamboo has to be a staple now. I cornered myself when now everything has to have bamboo on it. So
I was wondering how that was going to turn out in the shower. So far it's doing great. The bamboo in the shower.
And yeah, I've had, issue. I think obviously I have my co-washes in there for a long time, and that bamboo will separate, I think, from what essentially is the plastic underneath. So that bamboo will, if you let it stay in there too long, if it's in the shower, that bamboo will soak up the water and separate. So that's probably a disclaimer. I would, be careful about leaving it in, getting it super wet. Other than that, sorry, I have to have bamboo on everything now.
Well, I unfortunately, when I came aboard, you were already done doing your wax seals. I wish I had a wax seal.
I still have the wax. I don't know how creative I could get with it though, but I think I could probably still do it.
Because if I saw some of your old pictures with the wax seals. So we actually have wax seals for our stuff too. We just haven't used them that often yet.
Oh, okay. I mean, people have asked to bring them back, just like I think you wanted Fruit Loops. The That one may be coming back and probably within the Tribes of Israel series too. Just so you know, Fruit Loops does have a very tentative comeback planned.
Actually, my favorite of yours is the chocolate chip cookie dough. I wore that I think Wednesday night, and I'm at dinner time doing this. Okay, you're sniffing my beard, going along. She goes, "What are you doing?" Never mind, I have cookie dough in. So leave me alone.
You know, I would say too that don't wear it to bed because you'll think you left the oven on.
I hadn't thought of that.
And I guess we go back to Liz. What would be your tops, your favorites that he wears or that you prefer he wears? Maybe not even like a personal favorite for you.
I think I like the ones when, well, every day he's like, "Oh, you got to smell this one." So I'm always got to, sniff your
Well, when
beard.
something new shows up, as soon as I put the oils in my hand, rubbing it, I come running out of the bathroom going, "You guys smell this?" And she's like, going, "Back off."
But I do like, actually, so he's not a big fan of cologne scents, but I actually like the ones that you put the Tom Ford cologne in because I think they smell really good. Yeah, and Florida Blanca. And flambe. I really like
flambe.
Flambe. Yeah, that's that is a Burn Steakhouse kind of recreation. I know. I think you did enjoy Florida Blanca, Dan. I know that's
I do. The soap, I really like the soap because the whole bathroom smells like Florida Blanca. And when I put the soap in the shower, I end up wearing the scent more. I don't know why, but just it kind of reminds me, today I need Florida Blanca in.
Is that the one you put the little skulls in the last
Yes.
time?
Yes, I did. I tried to add a little bit of pizzazz to that one.
Yeah,
because that try and do some more. Yeah, Patrick wants you might have tried this one, the which was like a cinnamon and volcano citrus, I think was one that was.
We got that in the oil. I wasn't a fan of it in my beard, but she loved it in the warmer.
Yeah.
It was a little too intense for my beard. I just felt like going, wow, that's a little overload. You know, it was something about it was a little too strong for me. I think it was the cinnamon.
But it works great.
Cinnamon.
She loves it though.
Yeah, and I think if you had the Moedim series, you might have had like Charosette, which was like a cinnamon sugar donut. So it was like a sweeter cinnamon and sugar. Because I'm not a fan of cinnamon, like Big Red. I guess it's the cinnamon candies, a cinnamon gum. I've never been a big fan. So that one for me too was really tough to make because it's not one I would typically like or wear. But
I'm a huge cinnamon. There's a lot of scents that I love, but I just don't like it in my beard. Like cedar. I don't like cedar. I love the smell of cedar. We have a deck railing. We bought the railing so when I cut the lumber, you could smell cedar. It's like, are you spending that much on a railing because it's just to smell it? I go, it smells nice.
Yep. But will it always smell that nice?
Well, yeah, it does survive a little better than
our normal wood here. We got harsh winters here.
Yeah, it's why I now live in Florida instead of Columbus, Ohio. I think it was, and I think that even Patrick in Orlando there was some hail, but you up north you get those random even snow. I think in April.
Yeah.
Right now, this week we've mowed the grass and had snow. Those are always fun.
Yeah. I remember getting the flurries. I remember getting the flurries photo. Yeah, that's tough. It's April and you should be possibly spring breaking, and you're taking pictures of snow flurries.
Yeah.
Well, our fun was a couple of weeks ago. We had an odd warming. It was 82 degrees. So we went from 82 for a few days right back to 32 at night and lower. Like going, how do you adjust for that? The house makes weird noises and I'm tired of shoveling. That's all I am.
That's it. When you shovel snow for 8-9 months out of the year, it wears on you. So
it used to be more fun when we used to snowmobile.
Then it was just 3 months of bad sledding.
Yeah, there was just 3 months of bad sledding.
Oh yeah,
she didn't care for sledding very much because we would every stop sign we would wait for the ladies to catch up, then we would take off. And like going, this isn't fun for us.
Yeah, poor Patrick. We were supposed to meet up later. He was supposed to be in Tampa. We were going to hang out. He's from New Jersey and had some issues with Spirit.
Oh,
so unfortunately, we'll have to postpone that one. But look forward to hopefully hanging out with him soon.
Lots of
Probably
great comments. A lot of comments.
I haven't even paid attention to those. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, stuff. I don't know if you could see them on this end, but you could see them from the show. I think too, if you're watching live as well. But for everyone, Judah is live. It's now available at biblicalbeard.com. You can find yourself an affiliate code or use Bible 20 to save 20% off your entire order. And so it is now available. The other thing first, make sure you check out Collie Creek Candles, wax melts, room sprays, reed diffusers, pall balms, and also what else do you have coming out?
Oh boy.
We are right now in the middle of testing hand lotions.
Yeah.
And
for humans,
for actually not just for dog products that you can use on humans, actually hand lotion.
That's awesome too.
And we're going to try to do some sugar scrubs.
And maybe a salt scrub.
Yeah, maybe a salt scrub. I actually want to try the salt scrub.
Or a blended one.
Or blended, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sugar and salt. Yeah, I think that I tinkered a little bit with some salt scrub, so it'd be like another for hand washing or hand cleansing. So salt scrub for guys, sugar scrub for maybe bathing for women, but I haven't gotten that far yet.
And the overlap from beard products to candles we're buying from the same suppliers. Everything's almost the same. The only thing we do differently is we use FOs,
fragrance oils.
Fragrance oils. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you use
well, essential oils are toxic when they're burnt, so we can't use essential oils.
But there is some we can, but we just try to stay away from them.
Yeah.
I do think there's a couple of essential oil, fragrance oil blends that I like to use, just because even though essential oils don't last as long, they often bring out notes in the fragrance oils that you won't normally get with a fragrance oil alone. So they're really beneficial, I think, other than let's see how to pronounce this. Aromatherapy. So other than the aromatherapy effect, I like using essential oils, I guess randomly, just because it will bring out certain fragrance oil notes, but if you can't use them because they burn, then that's a big deal. But I try and do a little bit.
And the
Steven,
lotion
you're in luck.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, lotion.
The lotion, we just found out, we tried a different modification last night, but the scent profile we got a little too strong. And boy, when you get it too strong in a hand lotion, it lasts almost all day, even washing your hands.
Several times.
I'm over there this morning washing the hell out of my hands. I got to get it off me. And all I smelled today was the scent I used. It covered everything.
So even like another soap won't get it off. Okay.
I even your cold wash this morning with my beard, I was like going, I don't smell the products anymore.
So we have a lot of testing to do yet.
I love your pineapple, your pineapple co-wash. That's my favorite so far in the morning.
Okay, that's has an essential oil, fragrance oil blend, which you could probably test it. I think there's only like 1 or 2% essential oil in that blend. So it's possible that it worked, but again, I don't know about the candle part. Steven, you're in luck. Tattoo Balm is on the way, and it may be unscented. There's some oils in there, I think, that will probably require some fragrance, but that's on the way.
How much is it? Quite a bit of difference than your balms you already have? The ingredients, or is it pretty close? Or
it is similar. So we'll have beeswax, mango butter, and shea butter. I think I may also add a little bit of cocoa butter. And as far as carrier oils, though, I'm looking to use red raspberry seed oil, carrot seed oil, I believe rice bran oil. So what I wanted was like a natural SPF.
Okay.
So there will be some lanolin. You made me rethink calendula a little bit, but calendula, something to kind of bring out the shine, revitalize the tattoo, but mostly I really wanted to focus on a natural SPF. So red raspberry seed and carrot seed oil were a priority. And then I think maybe some sweet almond oil again, just because it's just a fantastic oil.
I might have to try that out.
Sounds delicious.
Because I wasn't going to try it because I automatically just run it through my beard and then run it on my arms. And I'm like, oh, that's good. Because I used to put lotion on my tattoos. And since
I would, yeah, I've seen a couple of, store batch companies market their beard oil as tattoo oil too. And because it's fine. It's the argan and jojoba oil are amazing for the skin. So you could rub it, any excess you have on your hands on tattoos or arms for like a little bit of nourishment, some hydration. But I mean, I wanted to do, the natural SPF aspect of a tattoo balm, especially to protect the tattoo in the sun here in Florida. That was
that's
the
the worst
focus.
thing for a tattoo is the sun.
Yeah. Now, I have a lot, and, they fade, and they're just oftentimes I have one arm out the window delivering mail. So
in the mail truck?
Yep, in the mail truck. So if, again, I have faces tattooed on me. So half the face has a tan and the other doesn't. But
oh, that's funny.
But before we go, is there anything that you want to let everyone know about your company, about your site, anything that you have?
If I could just plug one more thing, besides thanking everybody and thanking everybody that tuned in to Matt's show tonight, Judah is an amazing product. So if you haven't bought it yet, buy it before this live ends. Like, seriously, folks. So one thing special for our for the viewers for the next week until Saturday, if you use the code Scruff Enuff, just like how Matt spells it, we're doing 10% off our Muse line. So Faithful Companion, you get 10% off either a candle, a wax melt, or a room spray. Your choice, 10% off if you use Scruff Enuff. And then if you happen to be on the site and you want to help us empty out the kennels by adopting some of our rescue lines, they are buy one, get one until next Saturday. No code needed. Just add it to the cart.
Our rescue line, it sounds kind of weird. For the year we were making stuff, the best way to figure out if a scent works, you like it, is to make a wax melt. Because it's the easiest, the quickest to test something, and it's also the cheapest. So we have a lot of kind of like one-offs of, no matter what we do, it makes 3 clamshells. And that's the least we can make. So we have a lot of scents we try to it's not what we're looking for, but it's still a great scent. And we've tried some colors. And I found out I don't like working with the colors. I don't like the scent. That it changes the scent of the wax melt a little bit. I can smell it. It's like a chemical smell. So we just stopped using color altogether. And anything that preserves there's a preservative you can put in the candles to make it not turn yellow when the sun hits it. We don't use any of that stuff because it's not a natural ingredient.
It's another chemical.
It's just another chemical. And we're like, we didn't care for it. And it had a smell, I thought, again. So I pick on weird smells for some odd reason.
But we have lots of wax melts that need good homes.
Yes.
So empty the kennels, and you can, have buy one, get one.
And usually when you buy something, I'm very generous. I'm very generous. I throw in things.
Yeah. We only have the one wax melt in the home, in the living room, and it works great. I think we might need to get another one too, because I definitely would like more smells and more rooms. And I can only wear my own products so much before my beard is just oily and shining.
We would sell the wax. This is so funny. We would sell the wax melters. We bought a a ton of wax melters because they were on sale. Like, oh, we're going to sell them on our site, give them away as gifts and stuff.
Our insurance doesn't cover things that are electrified.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And we're like going, well, I'm not going to, even we couldn't find out if we could give one away. We're like, well, we're just not going to give it away. We just give them away to people we know.
Yeah, you could probably sell the ones that have the tea tree lights, right? Like just maybe they're custom wax melt warmer, like they'd be like maybe a color with your logo on it or something, but it's just a tea tree light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might be a cool
Can do that
idea.
because it's not electrified.
Yeah. Yeah, electric.
And our
boy.
candles are tested. We have done super burns on them. We've tried everything to make the candles fail and not to hurt anything. You know, one of our faithful buyers accidentally lit the candle before she went to bed, left it on all night long.
Woke up to a great smell.
Yeah, she does. The house smelled great when I woke up. Like, no, don't do that, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I've forgotten about mine once or twice, and they're just they melt great. They again they throw great, but they don't. They're fantastic. I do love them. You've turned me into a wax melt fan.
Believe it or not, I was actually a wax melt fan before I like the house smelling good, but right now our house smells a little too good most of the time. Last night we had 12 candles going in different rooms.
Well, it sounds like a conflict of interest, but I don't, who am I to judge? Yeah, I do. What I like to think is all of them. I would recommend anyone try wax melts. They last a long time. As you could see, I've only used one of these squares, Escape Artist one. I have so many though, but
they last for days.
They last for days. You don't have to, it's not one a day. It's one pack of these 6, they go a long way.
And our candles, we are outperforming what the wax is telling us. We just got done testing a 1.5 ounce, and it's supposed to last for 5 hours. On some of them, we got almost 15 hours out of it.
I think we do have a root beer soda.
What?
Don't quote me, but I think we do have a root beer soda.
Yeah, we do. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's in the rescue line.
Yeah. Wayne just.
I believe. Is it Mr. Gray?
No, Mr. Gray is
that's straight up Pepsi Cola.
Cola.
Oh, okay, that's okay. So I did have that question. What cola is it? Thank you very much. Me and my girlfriend were actually disputing what's cola. Which cola is it? So this is Pepsi.
Our dog was named Pepsi.
Yeah, so we named it Pepsi.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know. It just says cola on the thing. He's named Mr. Gray. It's not It's kind of a funny story. We had two collies at the same time, and I'm a big movie fan and a Stephen King fan. I don't know if anybody's seen Dreamcatcher.
I was just about to say Easter Gay, but that I don't know if anyone would catch that one.
Our 100-pound collie was Duddits, was his nickname, and the other one was Mr. Gray.
Yes,
and they would argue back and forth all the time. So it was Duddits and Mr. Gray. So I'd be running through the yard. My neighbors think I'm weird, going, quoting lines from Dreamcatcher.
Yep. Scooby Dooby Doo. We have work to do now. Yeah. Not Mark Wahlberg. Donnie Wahlberg. Duddits from Dreamcatcher. Great movie, actually. That's
it's one of my favorite Stephen King movies.
Yeah. Well, that was a fantastic movie.
I'm a horror / sci-fi nut. If you
That's
look,
how River got her name was from Firefly and
Firefly and Serenity. Firefly was the TV series, but the movie was called Serenity. And there is a psychotic teenager in there called River Tam. So that's how she has her name is River Tam.
She's Artuve.
Yeah, Artuve.
There you go.
Name was Paris.
She's a psychotic girl with superpowers. And it fit her perfectly.
That's funny. We definitely translate those onto our pets, and they often do embody the names that we give them, rather than the other way around, where they earn the names. We give them the names, and then they actually do turn out to be that way. So
Austin was our Duddits. He was the funniest dog you ever know, because if you just said outdoors, he would run towards, he would look at you quickly, run to the door, and if you didn't open the door fast enough, just run right into it. He's like going, you didn't open the door fast enough. Or the screen door.
Yeah.
He hated the screen door.
Ran right through the screen door. So he's
Yep, there are derpy little children.
Yeah, he was there. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I think there might be like a delay too, and this is the awkwardness of starting and stopping a sentence. But I do want to thank you guys for being on again. That you accepted the invitation too, because this is definitely a new show, and I hope to do more. And it honestly gave me very first face-to-face with two people that I do also gain inspiration from, and someone who's been a friend, not just a patron, for the better part of over 2 years.
Yeah, we talk daily, but we don't talk face-to-face.
No, I think I've meant to, and just kind of gain, but that could just, if I'm working or something like that, I'm probably in my pocket, or it's tough. So texting's easy, and it is basically every day. And we share parts of our lives and what's going on. It's it's definitely a friendship. So I'm really glad that you guys got to be on, and that I got to meet you both at the same time for the first time. So
thank you for having
this has been a ball. Thank you. Thank you everybody for joining us.
Yeah.
And I hope it brings you out of your shells, and you get to do more. That maybe this gets some extra views, and you get a little bit more exposure for what I know to be great products too.
Thank you.
So
that.
Liz and Dan, yes. If you're watching this now, if you're a subscriber, share it. If you're not, or if you do see this, make sure you give Collie Creek not candles on Instagram, but at colliecreekcandles.com, and check them out. So thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for being on.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Matt.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
See you guys.
Yeah, bye.